Hi, old man here. Welcome back to my channel. So today is my anniversary. So what better thing to do on my anniversary than to reorganize. The last video we talked a little bit about trying to organize things a little bit better. One of the things that bothered me were my hooks. So I'm going to try something a little bit different today. I went to Bass Pro Shop with my wife. I found a couple things we're going to try out and see how it goes. First thing I want to do is, this is where I keep all of my extra line. This bothers me. I understand that some of this won't fit because I have a few of the big rolls, but I bought this little guy right here. I think this is pretty slick. It only holds 6, but I like the little holes that the string comes out on. So I'm going to try to use this and see how that goes. I do have a winder on my boat, so when I actually put string on my lines, it does a pretty good job. But I'm going to go ahead and try this out, see how this works, and I think these are going to be too big, too wide too. This might be a complete bust because I think these are bigger than 1 inch. Yeah, these won't fit. So we're already 0 for 1. So maybe this wasn't a good purchase. We're about to find out. So put this back in. Once you know how this goes, once you get that string out, it is forever going to be everywhere. Okay, so these are too wide, so I'll keep these in the bag for now. And this is going to be too wide. This should fit. Try to get rid of some of these boxes. Some of this stuff. Oh my gosh. This is too big, this is good. This is too big, this is too big, and this is good. All right. And this little rascal right here is good. All right, so these guys will have to stay in the bag. But moving forward, I'm going to make sure that when I buy the lines, I just get the 1 inch lines. I'm not going to pull it through until I actually go to use it. So that's the first step in organizing. So we got the line situated. The next thing, I thought this was pretty cool. So this is going to organize all of my frogs. So this little rascal, they pop off, pop back on. We're going to take my frogs, get them out of this container, which should free up another container for me to use for something else. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the frog, you're just going to hook right through the nose and just let them dangle. So I think I should put all the ones, try to match them with color first. What do you think, babe? Mm-hmm. Match it with color. And then
they look the same, these brown ones.
And then Or maybe I should space them out by color? What do you think?
So maybe, yeah, maybe a little different color because they will kind of look the same. You will not understand which one is which.
So like this, and then
What is, doesn't show. Oh.
this is like black, dark colors like this. Just put all those together. And then the ones that are like green.
How you will see, maybe if you will organize by color, maybe they will blend it all together and you will not understand which one is which, or you will, I mean, you will pull out all these things.
Yeah. But I also want to segregate like the poppers versus now I can just see really quickly. But yeah, I think we're going to go with color organization first. This red one's kind of, well, here's a brown popper. I can put him right here. Maybe I'll put him in the middle. Of course.
It's easy to do if you pull it out this time.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see how the colors start to...
This color will have like red mouse.
Yeah, they're going to be poppers. But there's like blue, more blue. I'll just put blacks on this one. So I have a lot of black.
You can have to show close to the camera when you hang up them.
And it looks like this when they're hanging. Okay. And then the little popper, you see the mouth. So I'll put, now looking at from the top, it's much easier to kind of differentiate which one's a popper, which one's not. And this is gonna actually be pretty cool. Okay. Now the frogs are finished. So put the frogs over here. Now we have an extra compartment that I can use for something else. Put this
It's
over.
actually what we almost bought today for your, I don't
Yeah.
know how they call.
So now we'll do the crankbaits, right? Which are right here.
Now be from what I mean is crankbaits.
Yeah. So right now, even though I've got it in lure lock, you can kind of see, I don't like how they're all kind of just jammed in there, especially two to a compartment. It's kind of, I don't know. I just don't really like it. I looked at the Plano one for crankbaits. It looked good. That it's like really thick. And I wasn't sure that I wanted something that thick. So my wife came up with this little rascal right here. So we're going to give this a shot. So basically it's two sides. Oh, I'm probably going to need scissors. So the thought is we can just place them in here. So we're going to see how this works, if it does work. And this is what I don't like. Some of them may be too big for in here, but I kind of like the thought process here. See, like this big one, I think he's gonna be.
Maybe you can take off one divider and make it wider.
Yeah, we can try for the next one. Here's another popper. I'm gonna put this guy with the frogs. like I have the other one there. I want to get just the flat-sided or the lipless I want on their own. Okay, so that's one side. Oh, this is different. Look at that. The other side.
You can divide in half, but maybe you don't have to.
Right. So let's see if... That's a pretty big one. It fit in there good. Actually, now I've got flats, lipless, lipless. I'll just keep this little rascal right here. I think that, no, this guy's hiding. What the heck's going on? This probably, yeah, it's going to be too big. See, this is too long. I actually like that because I can just look at it and just see. I need to take this sticker off. Yeah, I like this. And I can just look at it, see what I have, both sides. Doesn't take up very much space. Yeah, I like this. It's a good job, baby.
Maybe in this side you can fit that long one because you had another long one in another.
Yeah, there's some hefty ones in here though. Not sure we're gonna get these to fit.
Try in the middle. This one in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, and this one too. Oh, look at that. No. There's another one. Do I have space in this guy?
Just one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is more of a swim bait, but this, I'm not sure why he's even in here. This is a swim bait, like a propeller when you put it in the water. This doesn't belong in here. The rest, I think, are lipless.
But you still can put in this container because it's
Yeah, I'm just looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can just put my spoons. 1, 2. Yeah, I'll put one. Yeah. And then this one in here. I mean, what's good is that I can still, I like that I can see everything quickly and clearly. And even though I put little protectors on most of these so those treble hooks don't stab into my fingers, I like this a lot. Thank you, babe. This was a really good idea.
You're welcome, honey.
That was really good. Yeah, this is perfect. This might be a little bit much.
Just rearrange.
It's like putting like Tetris. Yeah. So now I can Yeah, that's a good call. Now I've freed up this entire lure lock, which is okay, which I like, because now I have a spare one of those. So what started out today was to organize all of my hooks. My hooks, I told you in the last video, I don't like how they are. They drive me crazy. So my hooks, as I stated, drive me crazy. As you can see, they're just, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like how it's organized. I don't like anything. So, talking with my wife today, we found this foam pad to put my hooks in. So now, and it's two-sided. So now I'm going to try and put all of my hooks and organize all of my hooks in here. Okay, so I was able to put all my hooks in here that I use for worm, basically for bass fishing. All of these now, all of this lure lock that I have is going to be just my little hooks, like my brim hooks, playing around hooks, some jig heads for crappie, but mainly just my little stuff and some swivels and stuff like that in here. So much happier with how this turned out. So now all of my hooks are in a nice orderly fashion. They're not gonna, if I pull one, it just comes right out. I don't need to, I just take it right out, use it. If I don't need it, put it back in there. It's simple, really smooth, like it. They're in there tight, they don't move. All my worm hooks on this side, and then like I call it specialty or weighted hooks. Don't have a lot, but they're on this side. So I actually like this a lot. It's clean. Like I said, one thing that bothered me was pulling a hook out and then having, a fistful of hooks all tied together. So that fixes this problem. It's really easy. It's really smooth. Both sides. Yeah, it's great, dude. I'm really happy with how things are getting organized now as far as my gear goes. Again, going back to the crankbaits, I didn't like them stacked on top of each other. Now I can just grab these little guys, look and see, okay, which one do I want? Is it lipless? Or how deep is it? Is it square bill? What do I want to throw? And they're just right there, right in my face. I don't have a lot to begin with, but yeah, I really like it. And again, they don't take up a lot of space. My frogs, really happy with that get out. I can look right on the top and see, and it's probably hard to tell here, but I can look right through and see which frog I want. Just grab them, they're hanging there, the skirts aren't in the way, everything's nice and organized. There's two keys, to being organized. Number one, everything goes a little, where they are, everything kind of goes a little bit quicker, you're not wasting a lot of time. But more importantly, and I hate to say this out loud, but I find that sometimes I purchase things that I already have without knowing it. For example, when my wife first came to America and we were living together, she said, okay, we need to organize your kitchen. So, okay, I thought it was pretty organized. I knew where all my stuff was. So she kind of went through everything. And I remember coming home from work one day and she's like, hey, why do you have 2 crock pots? I'm like, what? What do you mean I have 2 crock pots? Yeah, I had 2 crock pots. One had never been used. So at some point I thought, okay, I need to buy a crock pot because I don't have one. And anyway, ended up with 2. So again, fishing bait, fishing lures, it's the same. If I have it in front of me and I can look at it, I can identify what it is I have versus what I need, then it makes things a lot easier. To end up today, I'm going to go through my spinnerbait collection, and I want to kind of organize this a little bit better. It's just a lot of skirts and a lot of different colors and a lot of things going on here, so I think I'm going to play with that. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate you spending time with us. I hope you guys stay safe. I didn't go fishing this weekend. It was really, really windy on Thursday, and Thursday's kind of my key day to go fishing. So, to be honest, I was just really tired. So I just took the week off. I apologize. But yeah, I need to take the week off. And then again, it's my anniversary today, so another good reason why I'd rather go eat sushi with my wife than go out on the boat. So anyway, you guys, thank you for coming by. If you like what I'm doing, please click like and subscribe. I appreciate a comment. You know, if there's something that you think I could be doing better, I do get some really neat comments from time to time, and I do read them. And some of it gives me ideas, you know. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the time you're taking to reach out. And as always, you know, stay safe. See you next time. This is Old Man out. Thanks again for coming. Bye.